Cop called to home for child abuse. Kicks in door, finds daughter. When Officer Brian Zach responded to a welfare check one quiet evening in Kingman, Arizona, he had no idea it would be the call that would change his life. The report mentioned a possible case of child abuse involving a toddler. He'd been on scenes like this before, each one heartbreaking, but this one felt different from the start. The moment he arrived, the situation quickly escalated. The front door wouldn't open fast enough, and what he feared might be happening inside pushed him to act. He forced the door open, and there she was. A tiny, 2-year-old girl stood in the shadows of the home. Her face was bruised with disturbing discoloration. One of her eyes was swollen shut. There was dried blood in both ears. Yet somehow, despite everything she had been through, she managed to look up and smile. Her name was Kyla. The details came fast. Her mother and her mother's boyfriend had allegedly been abusing her. They were taken into custody that same night. But before child services could arrive, Kyla was brought back to the station. That's where something unexpected happened. Officer Zach, still shaken by the scene, found himself sitting with Kyla in front of a screen playing a cartoon. She didn't cry. She didn't flinch. Instead, she reached out, placed his hand in her lap, and began gently petting it, as if he were the one who needed reassurance. When his shift ended, he returned home. But Kyla stayed on his mind. The next morning, as soon as he woke up, he called the Department of Child Safety to ask about her. Then came a question that changed everything. Would he consider taking placement of her? He had only met Kyla a few hours earlier, but somehow, it already felt like she belonged in his life. 4 days after that call, Kyla was dropped off at the Zach home with a small bag of clothes and a world of trauma behind her. What began as an emergency placement slowly transformed into something deeper. Kyla thrived. She laughed. She bonded with Zach, his wife, and their children. And over the next 2 years, she began to heal. Eventually, the Zachs petitioned for adoption. The courtroom was full of emotion when the judge finalized the papers. In that moment, the uncertainty melted away. Kyla would never again have to wonder who would love her, protect her, or stand by her. She had a family now.